I'm here with Chris. Now, Chris, you work on OpenOffice, is that right?
Yes, I work on OpenOffice. I maintain it for Ubuntu.
Okay, so that sounds quite a challenge because OpenOffice is a really big package.
Yes, it takes several hours to build, make a small change, add a patch. It takes several hours to build again, to test, so it takes quite a lot of time.
Now, I understand that you've been working on OpenOffice 3 and backporting it.
Yes, we've already backported OpenOffice to Intrepid, and I'm actually running a build currently to backport it to Hardy as well, so that people on our LTS release can use the newest version of OpenOffice.
Okay, because some people were commenting on the fact that OpenOffice 3, although it had been out, it hadn't gotten into Intrepid. Were there particular reasons it didn't get in?
Yes, the final release of OpenOffice 3 was the same week as our release candidate release,
right.
And there was still there wasn't enough time for us to determine if it was really stable enough for a release. Since then, there have been a number of bugs found. They're going to put out a point release for 3.0.1. When this release comes out, then we'll have official backports for Intrepid and probably for Hardy as well, so that
right.
You don't have to get it out of the PPA, which is where currently the 3.0 version for those two are located.
So it's really a case of it just came out at the wrong time. It's bad timing.
Yes, their original schedule was for it to be released around September 2nd, which
right.
was about 2 months before our Intrepid release. If it had managed to make that release schedule, then we would have had plenty of time to get it into Intrepid and shake the bugs out and have it stable.
So if people want to get version 3 in their current Intrepid install, they have to look at a PPA?
Yes, they can go to the Launchpad to OpenOffice-PKGS and click on the PPA link there, and it will tell them the information they need to add to be able to install it for Intrepid, and hopefully later tonight or tomorrow. Well, by the time they see this video, they'll be able to get it for Hardy as well.
Yeah, okay, because it takes such a long time to build.
Yes, it takes 10 hours or so for it to build everywhere.
So what are you looking at for Jaunty in terms of OpenOffice?
For OpenOffice on Jaunty, due to the way the release schedule currently looks for OpenOffice 3.1, we believe we'll probably only actually be able to get 3.0.1, which is the bug fix release, into Jaunty. And then I'll spend the rest of the time working on bug fixes, and also we have a split build, which is where we'll have separate individual source packages for OpenOffice instead of one large monolithic build. And I hope to get that into Jaunty as well.
Do you get to work with the upstream OpenOffice.org developers or the Debian maintainers?
I work pretty closely with the Debian maintainer Renee Engelhardt, and I also work with some of the Sun developers and some of the Novell developers with the GoOO, which is the Linux OO build system where it adds patches to fix things and add more features.
Okay, and what have you been doing here at UDS? What have you been talking about in particular?
I didn't have a lot of sessions on my own. I had a session with the Linux Foundation printing dialog. Looks like it needs some more work before we'll have it in OpenOffice, but it had some interesting mockups that hopefully we can use in the future.
Excellent. So, what's the main thing you think you'll take away from this UDS?
Main thing take away from this UDS is that we seem to be concentrating much more on getting bugs fixed this release cycle, which I'm very happy about because there's plenty of bugs in OpenOffice to work on.
Okay, cool. And have you been to a UDS before?
Yes, I've been to 2 previous UDSs,
okay.
The Prague, which is for Intrepid and for Hardy.
What do you make of this one? Is it different from the others?
It's not quite as centralized with all the rooms, so you don't see quite as many people if you stay in one area or the other, but it seems to be very useful session.
Excellent. Okay, well, thanks for talking to me.
Mm-hmm.